mercy. Hello, everybody. Here we are. Here I am. Here y'all are. Here we is. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. And for those of y'all over across the pond, it's Sunday already. Happy Easter. Oh. Let's see. Get this thing adjusted. Hopefully there'll be some people come on here shortly. There's Zachariah. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Smitty. What's up, brother man? Paxton. Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all. We have had an eventful week. My neck's hurting a little bit. My sinuses are giving me a fit. So I was actually in there trying to rest my eyeballs in the dark because I've got a headache. What's up, Ralph? How you doing, Kurt? Old timer, what's up, buddy? I have got a headache. Mike, what's up, buddy? I tried to call you back the other day, brother. I sent you a voicemail too, or not a voicemail, but a text message. My Symington guy showed up today. Woo. All right, Smitty, that's awesome. Preferred Saws, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Going to church in the morning. That's awesome, Ralph. I hope y'all have a real good Easter service, buddy. That's fine, Mike. We have had a heck of a week. I'll probably explain a little bit of it here shortly. Hey, Hopper, I'm at the kid's birthday party. Hee haw, what's up, Kevin? Good to see you, buddy. Tell me we said happy birthday. Jeffrey, Paul Skelton, what's up, buddy? I got the PM Canadian and needs a lot of work and might need your help because I don't have the tools and equipment to fix it. Well, we might look at it, Paxton. I've just been super busy. I've got a sinus headache today, y'all. Family Master, what's up, buddy? Billy Ray Preston, how you doing, buddy? Out here working on that 151 TC we talked about a while back. Did you find the problem with it? Good night, Ralph, brother. We hope you're doing better, buddy. We still got you on the prayer list. Real quick, I'm looking for a Pioneer P52 clutch cover with the chain brake. Ooh, Mike, that might be a tough one to find, buddy. I know a lot of them, the guts is usually missing out of the chain brake. Honestly, you might want to go on to eBay and put in a search. You go on eBay and go into the search category, and you can start a search for Pioneer P50, P51, P52 parts, like clutch cover, and it will alert you by email anytime something is updated. That's the way I got the parts for my old claws and lathe, and it took me almost 9 months, and one day one listed, and I didn't ask no questions. I went and looked at it. It was exactly what I was looking for, and I bought it right then. Smitty just washed you short. I know, brother. I've been looking. Pioneer parts. The easiest way to find them a lot of times is like that, by putting a search out on eBay. There's some other places like Chainsaw R, Saw Again, and stuff like that. Sometimes, yeah, I still have a couple set up for like 291 stuff and 661 parts that come on a regular basis. That I set up searches like that for some things. What's up, Christoph? The flywheel key was damaged and wasn't spinning the crank. I don't know how I missed that. Long story short, it's alive. Just got there. That's awesome, buddy. How's the weather, Mr. Hopper? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. We've been in the low 40s and mid 50s during the day. I'm out here in the shop right now. I'm wearing a t-shirt. The heat's off. It's It's probably about 60 degrees in here. The tabletop is cold to the touch. It feels amazing. Hey, I got a P42 chain brake parts and flag. I don't know. I don't think the P42 parts are the same size as the P52 parts, Billy. Now I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think the clutch cover is bigger on the P52. If somebody can check on that and let us know for sure, I think that's right. What's up, Joe? My partner 5,000 short. That thing runs great. That's awesome. Thumbs up, folks. Mama Bellhopper, hope everyone's doing great. I'm also looking for either a Domar 7910 or a Makita 7900. If you come across one, let me know. All right, Mike. I do run across them from time to time. It is bigger. I thought it was. High Water, what's up, buddy? East Coast Aussie, good to see you. Worked hard this week, saw a lot of wood, third party, visited the construction site. That's right. I'm repairing a P60 at the moment. Parts can be searched to find only P50 upward clutch cover will fit. That's what I thought. Mark Wilson, what's up, buddy? Hopper, I need a FS90 weed eater porter. We can do that, Joe. I much appreciated. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Mama wants me to tell y'all everything. She's been having some issues, so y'all put her on the prayer list. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. They see you, Mike. It's good to hear from you. Oh. We had our Easter egg hunt today at the church. She said it's fine if I can tell. I can tell you. She got to hurting last Monday, and I wound up having to go. I had to leave here and go to where she works and pick her up and take her to the hospital. She had some internal swelling and lots of stomach pain and stuff like that. We wound up being at the hospital all day on Monday. And then she didn't work on Tuesday. She worked a little bit Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and hadn't felt the best. And she tried to go work at the barn today and not feeling good again. But we also went Friday for more imaging. And they found that her kidneys were swollen, her intestines were swollen. She's got a hernia, some stones in two places, gallstones and kidney stones. They're trying to figure out what's wrong with her. So we've been trying to doctor her along, keep things going, and running every which direction and looking after the youngins. So it's been a rough week so far. Been busy working on a steel 044 red lever piston and shot on the exhaust side, hoping to save cylinder. It'll probably be all right, Mark. Even if it don't look the best, it'll probably still run. Yeah, keep praying for her nevertheless. That's right. What's up, B? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, she's had a rough week. It's life. That's right. We take it one day at a time, figure it out, just like everything else. Best wishes and prayers for your family. Thank you, Paul. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good Easter service. There's going to be some preaching. Boy, it's going to be something. I love Easter Sunday. I ain't going to lie. Checking in, sold my light new 272. Very good shape for what I thought was a good price. Tripled my money. What would be a good price? I've seen them sell for anywhere from $500 to $700, Tom, just depending on what kind of shape they're in. Thank you. Pray they figure it out and fix it. That's right. Anyone ever run a stick welder off a 9,000 watt generator? No, but I run one off a 7,550 watt generator. You have to use smaller sticks than usual high water, but they will do it. The Lord's got our backs. That's right. Not too bad. Hopper just bought a L65 mint condition. That's awesome. That's right. My brother just had a 9mm kidney stone lasered. You will come through it all. That's right. Hopper, what did I miss? What are we praying for? We're definitely praying. Mama's been having some issues this week. She's been to hospital Monday with some swollen organs and intestines, and she's got some stuff going on, and they don't know exactly what it is, but they're trying to figure it out. William DeBerry. Hi, Bell Hopper. Welcome to the channel. Any first timers, True Blues. Thanks to the super chatters and the moderators. Thank you, William. Y'all, we got to get a Moderator of the Year award and give it to William. We really need to do that because he sends that message every Saturday and keeps me on track. Y'all just take a minute to thank William for doing that, please. Did you say you was looking for P50 parts? There's a fella looking for a P52 clutch cover chain brake parts, Joey. Measure the piston pin, measure 12 millimeter. I guess the earlier slant fins had a 10 millimeter. Yeah, Mark, the earlier ones did. There is somebody actually making an aftermarket 10 millimeter pin piston now for them things. Y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up. Thanks, praying for Mama Bellhopper. Thank you, buddy. What's up, Hoppy and family? Good to see you, Nikki. Hope y'all are doing well, buddy. We're doing as best we can. It's good to see you, buddy. I hope y'all are having a good time. Ready for Easter. Today I saw 1200 empty of petrol. For the first time, it wasn't too bad. She's not perfect yet. I had the impression she was running hot. Well, you might have to get you one of them laser guns, Christoph, so you can shoot the thing and see what the temperature runs. It's a cutoff saw, 795L. I think 75 is a good deal. Oh yeah, that's a good deal. A little bit of parts, you can turn it back into a chainsaw. We are ready 100%. I don't have that. Oh. Oh, mercy. Thank you, William. That's right. Yeah, Nick, we really doing good hammering at property, just being a dad. That's right. Did y'all get the tractor fixed? Deborah, good evening from Chile, Virginia. Good evening. Sold mowed on my saws. Can you believe it? I heard Smitty's having a party. That's right, July. When is yours, Smitty? So I can advertise on it just a little bit because I hadn't. My brain just ain't doing the best. Sometimes it runs goofy on me. I just seen a rat run up a fence in the backyard. Cannonball. Can't stay talking the wife out of our anniversary, but here's my thumbs up. Well, Cannonball, you tell her we said happy anniversary and we hope she has a wonderful one. And click them thumbs up. What would a used 440 Magnum be worth? Okay condition. Depends on the okay condition, what you consider okay condition. If it's a pretty nice saw, 350 to 450, easy. Pretty nice shape. They can go a little bit higher. I did build down there the brake on a farm saw. Too stupid place to refuel. I have about 20 home lights. July the 12th and the 11th. Y'all don't forget, Smitty's event is going to be July the 11th and the 12th up at his place. And let me tell you something, if you've not been there, we have a good time. We have a ball. Sometimes we stay up way too late. We do stupid shenanigans like try to port a chainsaw in an hour and a half in the middle of the night just because. It's good times, I promise. Curly Bill, what's up, buddy? Indiana, appreciate you always being a real deal, buddy. Thank you, Indiana. We appreciate that, buddy. Them super chats really help us out, and I ain't kidding. Thank you, brother. Y'all don't forget to thank Indiana Doug for sending that super chat. Without them things, sometimes we wouldn't make it. House also got 200 amp box. Now the garage can be tied in. Woohoo! That's right. That's awesome, Brian. Yeah, buddy. Thanks, Doug, old timer. Thank you so much. Everyone have a blessed weekend and week. I'll talk to you later, Hopper. I'll get back at you midweek. All right, Mike. Be good, buddy. Appreciate you, brother. I'm grinding square now. So late night sharpening will happen also. Y'all, I ain't kidding y'all. If y'all like to come and spend time with some of us, you get to see the silly things that we do when we get together in the middle of the night. I mean, a lot of people think we go to bed at night, but a lot of times when we have these parties, we don't. Me and Smitty have stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, slept for an hour and got up and went at it just as hard as can be. When people come to see us, we will stay up and spend as much time as we possibly can with you, almost to the point that we're going way too far. But we don't give up. Oh, mercy. So y'all, if you plan on going somewhere, if you ain't planning on going nowhere, come to Smitty's event, because we will have a good time. And there's usually plenty of stuff to play with. That's right, Joey. We always have a good time. Long drive ahead tomorrow morning, back to the Ardines for a nice addition to the collection. Big Yellow Bumblebee Pro Mac 800. Hopefully I can get the deal done. That's awesome, buddy. Mark. Y'all, Mark Wilson just threw the super chat up there. Y'all thank him too. Thank you, Mark. We do appreciate it, buddy. I can't tell you how much. Especially on them weeks where unplanned things happen, it just makes it makes life easier a lot. Come meet Hopper in person. Y'all come meet Smitty in person too. TW's coming. All right. If y'all ain't got to meet TW and Smitty, I'm telling you, we have a good time. I can't tell you how much fun we have, because there's not words to describe it. Hopefully Muffler will be up there too. Is Muffler coming, Smitty? I hadn't talked to him in a while. I tried to get John Bob and Aaron to show up. And sometimes they just got a lot of stuff going on. He's in Pennsylvania. It's Henrietta. Isn't it Henrietta, Pennsylvania, Smitty? He's up there right around the Amish country. It's about an 8-hour ride for me to get up there, but I'm telling you what, I love it. I actually Henrietta, Pennsylvania. I did send you some pictures from the clutch cover site. It's half in black. I hadn't seen them yet, Christoph. I hadn't been on the phone a whole lot this week. I've been doing a lot of this and that and trying to work at the same time. I went to work on a dump trailer the other day, and it was over in Kannapolis, and by the time I got over there and we went and tried it out, Mama wasn't able to get done with work in time to go pick up Boo, so I had to stop and go do that. So I just been all over the place. Big shout out to Smitty. Also learned so much from you and Smitty. Really appreciate your awesome work and video knowledge. Thank you, Paul. I have got to get back to it. I got to get back to it. It takes so much to film videos, and there's a lot of people been critiquing videos because of what they can see and what they can't see. I'm no good at editing videos, so if you've ever watched my videos, I edit film. Like I will record something, and then if I have to stop, I just pause the video, do what I need to do, and then start recording again, and I just link them together because I don't know how to record everything and then separate it because it's so hard to do. Yeah, I'm hoping Briscoe does make it. I'll have to try to check it out, Christoph. Oh, mercy. I got up early well, I didn't get up early. I got up the same time I always get up, but we were supposed to have a Kingsman meeting this morning and I didn't make it. Or I made it, but they had canceled the meeting and nobody told me, so I didn't know. And I got over there and yeah, just is one of them days. Yeah, Mom said we're talking about hopper stock next year, so want to have some big plans for you guys. If anyone has suggestions, please message Mama Bell Hopper. Yeah, I gotta get some things figured out. I need to see if I can find me a skid steer. I hate having Brennan do it because I know he's busy and his wife and him have an anniversary around the time where we normally do it. And now don't get me wrong, he ain't said nothing about it. I just hate asking. That's doing Belgium. Everybody get their passport before next year. We're going to Belgium. I wonder what it would cost to ship all them saws over there, Christoph. Be like, import tax, like we're not importing them. We're just sending them over there for an event and then we're sending them back. We ain't leaving them. We're just bringing them to use. You think they'd go for it? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, mercy. I'm in Ireland. Nice to see someone else in Europe. Christoph. Yeah, Christoph's in Belgium. Helping out a friend. That's right. Y'all, we have seriously been talking about coming overseas. I do not have a passport, and Mama does not have a passport. And I don't know what the accommodations and stuff would cost for something like that. I really do want to do one sometime, and I'm hoping that we will be able to one of these days. Johnny, hey, hello, buddy. Yes, Smitty, I'm coming. That's right, Johnny's coming. Make them your carry-on. Carry the alky saw on the plane. Y'all hit that thumbs up. $100 for 18. Hey, Chaff and Sawdust, what's up, buddy? Just like the hamburger joint, I gotta be in and out. Just wanted to stop in, give you a view, and smash the hitchhiker symbol. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate you. Hope you're having a good Easter. Hope you have a good Easter tomorrow, buddy. Chainsaw Lover, what's up, buddy? You are more than welcome in Ireland, and don't worry about accommodations, etc. I'm afraid to see what the plane ticket's going to cost too, Paul. I've always wanted to go overseas. The only thing I hate is I can't bring my personal protection device with me. They don't really like it whenever you do that. I'm not a big fan of going anywhere without it, but I guess I'll have to just worry about it. You can break them down and put them in your carry-on. Like, sir, what is that in your bag? It's a chainsaw. I am the chainsaw man. But yeah, Old timer, you think you can make it this year? You reckon you'll be able to make it up there, old timer? Oh, mercy. Oh. We do seriously have a good time, y'all, and I am not kidding. I'm gonna try. I guess I could drive around, pick you up. That'd be a long way. How far is it from here to your house, old timer? Guess I could get you Ubered over closer to where I was going up. Because I go up 81. My brother wants to come back. There you go. How y'all been doing, Johnny? He's in Henrietta, Pennsylvania, Mark. You're over in Michigan, though, aren't you? I go up the eastern side of Virginia. I go up to Whitfield, up 77 in Hooker Ralph on 81, and then hammer down. Oh, he's near Briscoe. Oh, I'd have to go this way and then that way, wouldn't I? I give Johnny Arnett a project last time he was down here. I give him my knife blade that I made that he's gonna put a handle on it for me. Don't make it easy for me. Feargal, what's up? Both a couple bars together as Kane. What's up, Fred? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, most of y'all don't know, but I'm going to tell you anyway, just because. This one right here. What's up, Noel? Good to see you, brother. Happy Easter. This grinder right here, the Baron started going out in it a month or two ago, a couple months ago, actually. And it has been making a racket. Well, yesterday, she was like, just a hop, skip, and a jump. Hopper, when you can, I need your information so I can send you some funds Monday or Tuesday. All right, brother, just let me know how you want to do it, and I'll send it to you. But I replaced the Baron in this one yesterday. How much quieter it is now. That son of a gun was going. I got her fixed up. Yeah, just let me know how you want to do it, Johnny, and I'll hook you up with the info. Oh. Oh. I've got to do a little bit of work on my back. My hip's been giving me a fit here the last couple of days because my back's all jacked up. I don't know what size it was. I was looking to see if I had the old one laying here on the table. It might be laying back there on the. I had Barons. I had a pack of them because I had one of these that had bad bearings in it, and I rebuilt one of these, and I bought a whole pack of bearings, which is the same bearing as that. This one's just a black one, and this one's a green one. So I had a pack of bearings, just missing one. Back to work, everyone. Take care. Have a blessed day. See you, Mark. Thank you, buddy. Hope you have a good weekend and have a happy Easter, buddy. I'm freshening up my Pro Max 700 after watching your video on the automatic oiler. I noticed I don't have the steel clip. I haven't been able to locate one. Am I going to have troubles? Sometimes you will, Jeffrey. Sometimes you don't. We have a good portion of them that do not have the clip in them. There is a there's you got the hold down screw, and there's a pivot screw as well. And if you get everything set just right, they usually work pretty good. I was going to show you, but for some reason my oil pump is missing now. I did have an oil pump sitting right here, but apparently I put it up. there's there's a little set screw, and then there's the bolt that holds it in. And what you do is you put that set screw poking out the bottom of the oil pump just a smidge, so that when you tighten up the regular bolt, it's like this, and it goes and twists the whole oil pump to try to push it up against the gasket tighter. But you can't put it sticking out very much, or it will cause it to leak towards the front of the seal. It's kind of like you just either get it right or you don't kind of thing. Just a smidge sticking through the gasket is all you need. Yeah. Got shots in my neck and back, and I'm still having an allergic reaction to them. Well, we'll pray for you, Curly Bill. I asked my wife, she works for customs in Belgium. I saw the screw in your video. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of them don't have that clip in them, Jeffrey. I actually didn't know that they had that clip in there for the longest time because I never seen one. Carnet ATA document costs nothing. Is that like shipping something over there for fun and then shipping it back? I can imagine that the shipping would probably be fairly high. That's like giving them another bullet to kill me because they missed me the first time. Oh, mercy. Yep. Oh, good heavens. Oh, mercy. I provide accommodation, location with food and trucks. I mean, I guess we could come without the saws and just run everything that you got. How far is Ireland from Belgium? And don't laugh because I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember exactly where Ireland's at. I don't exactly remember where Belgium's at, but sorry, I don't know. Food trucks. I mean, oh, mercy. Well, if you're headed to Australia, forget shipping, anything will cost you a small fortune. That's right. Sorry, guys, I had to go for a bit. I'm back now. What did I miss? Oh, we just sitting here talking about going overseas. 60 minutes on the plane. Ireland beside England. How far is it from Belgium? Anybody know? Can you drive from Ireland to Belgium? I don't know. I really don't. I'm map literate when it comes to over there. Now the US, the eastern side of the US, I know a good bit about that because I've traveled a good bit of it, but I don't know about over there. I have to be healed up tomorrow though. Gotta show up for my buddy's birthday dinner. There you go. Take the Sean outdoors. I'm here late. The couch was holding me down. I know that. You going over? We're talking about it, B. I don't know whether we'll ever get to or not, but I have it in my mind that I want to go. So sounds like a deal in the making. I guess I go over and we just film if nobody else shows up, Christoph. Now, here we are having a good time. What are y'all doing? Whatever we want to. I've always wanted to go over there. I know it's some of the most beautiful country that the Lord has ever created. You gonna go, Johnny? You gonna drive the Bronco? Well, I figure if me and Johnny get a running start in that Bronco and we keep her above 100 miles an hour, we might be able to drive across the Atlantic as long as we don't run out of gas. We'll put full skid plates on it and skip her across the top of the ocean. That gonna be if I'd have known that, I could have sent you some. I've got rid of several of them and L77s too. Some nasal spray because my sinuses. Johnny said he'd love to. Now I'm going to start hunting for its big brother, the 77. I wished I'd known you wanted some of them, B, because I've had several of them. Probably less than 2 hour flight from Belgium to Ireland. That ain't bad. I'm going to London in August. I'm hoping it's going to be a good trip. I don't have an. You know what, B? I may have one. I have to go look through my junk. Because I did wind up with one or two a while back, and I don't think they were whole, and I may still have them. I'm not sure. Jay Outdoorsman, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hopper Nation, God bless all. Thank you, buddy. Wings and Quad Super Pro 125 with extra large props. That's right. I have two favorite saws, the 372 and the L65. Well, if you like the L65, you'll like the 77, I'll tell you that. The Burley Bronco can float just fine. Just park it on the aircraft carrier. Good thumbs up, everyone. That's right. That would be awesome. I'm at least going to need some parts at some point. I'll have to look, B, and see what I've got. Because I know I had something. Now, whether I still got it or not, I can't remember. I'll have to look. You can ferry from England and ferry to Belgium. Probably takes 12 hours if you have a car from Ireland. Well, that's like going from here to Indiana. It's about 12 hours to do that. I mean, it's not like it's out of the question for a day. It is a long day when you spend 12 hours in the car, I can tell you that. The first time me and Mama went to Buckenstock, we was about the upper part of Ohio or lower part of Indiana. And I said, whose dumb idea was this? And she was like, yours. I'm like, oh, well, I'd answer that. Answers that question. It was my dumb idea. But I had a good time. We did it. That would be awesome. I'll text you some this week. All right. We can feel free to use my stock, but I don't have any ported saws or race stuff probably born for you. I mean, it's not out of the question for me to go somewhere and work. I have been known to show up at somebody's location and port 4 or 5 chainsaws in a few days just because. I ain't gonna say we can, but I ain't gonna say I haven't. If I can drive from here to Washington in a day and 15 hours, we can make that trip. Christoph, I bet he would port one for you. See, we're next to UK. Not sure how far Belgium. Probably 1 hour plane ride. For any of y'all that's actually paid really, really close attention to one of my videos, back some years ago, I done a 10-10 on video. The video was 16 minutes and something long. I opened a box with a 10-10 in it for a port job. I opened the box because the box was sealed, taped shut. I opened the box, got the saw out, and had the piston sitting on the table in 16 minutes. I can literally tear a 1010 or 700 or 710. I can have the motor out and apart in about less than 20 minutes. Putting them back together is not quite as fast, but I can make them come apart real fast. The biggest thing is you got a 1/4 inch wrench. You were casually tearing it down. It's just like, I'm just going to take these screws out right here and just take this piece off. And then I got to thinking about it and I was like, dang, I really took that thing apart fast, didn't I? Well, when you look at a 1010, you're like, these things are they're really not put together mechanic friendly, shall we say. But once you take about 20,000 of them apart, seems like they're not quite so hard to put back together. It would take me all day and I would need to watch your video 7 times. A few home lights, Mac Pioneers up to 125. Welcome to run them. Might give you part order before you visit. Oh, mercy. Like, I wish we had a holiday where we took a whole month off, and I know that's popular over there, I think. Don't y'all take like a month off and travel? A lot of people do. We don't usually do stuff like that over here. If we get a week off, that's kind of, I never done a Mac 1010. They're a different animal. Marty, what's up, buddy? Do have a Mac 250. It needs carb work, but it runs. There you go. Thinking about selling my Pro Max 60. What is a reasonable price? Does it run? What kind of shape's it in, Sean? They are a little bit harder to find parts for because they're a little more rare than everything else. 250 is a beast. 2 weeks max. Well, 2 weeks would be nice. We can't usually get 2 weeks off in a row. It's called retirement. I have 250 parts saw. That's right. I got one too running around somewhere. Fooslit, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope everybody's ready for Easter tomorrow. If you get a chance on Easter Sunday, get up before the sun comes up and watch it rise. It's a different experience on Easter Sunday. For me, it is anyway. It hits real hard. We got a lot of people on here who do praise the Lord, and I'm proud of that. There's probably some that don't. I like to tell them, if you don't know him, find him. Well, you don't have to find him. All you do is turn around and look. He's right behind you. Changed my life, and he can change yours too. He's ported the oil that works and runs like a scalded dog. Okay. You could probably get 400, between $400 and $500 out of it, Sean, depending on what kind of shape it is. That's next Sunday. Well, we're doing our Easter cantata tomorrow, and we've done Easter eggs today, so I'm guessing that's why I thought it was today or tomorrow. I would send you my 250, Johnny, but I gave it to my brother. What kind of clearance should I be looking for between the clutch and the clutch drum? I have around 60,000. Seems a lot. Maybe not. No, Jeffrey. Some of the clutches have way more than that. Hold on and we'll look. Palm Sunday. That's right. So this Sunday's Palm Sunday and next weekend's Easter. Sorry, y'all, I'm confused. I can't barely hear anything because I just did a muffler mod on my Husqvarna 33. Surprised you couldn't hear. Oh, mercy. Well, there's the clutch, but where's the drum? I don't know. Oh, mercy. %, on the Easter dates. Sorry, Hopper, I'm a little late, buddy. That's all right, Levi. Thank you, Johnny, but I don't keep Max. I give them away. There's how much room is in this clutch. I don't have a measuring stick out here, I don't think. Well, hold on. This is 62,000 solder. 62,000 solder fits in here on this one. I know some of the Macs have a real wide. As long as there's travel in the clutch, it'll probably work fine. Some of them have a lot of play in them. Well, it went in the bucket. I'll get it out later. I ain't doing it now. It's okay, buddy. Still the Lord's Day. That's right. I could have bought me a Husqvarna 44 a pawn shop. It was $200 to get it. I don't have the money. Yeah, that's a little bit. I'm sorry. I should have clarified in and out on the crankshaft. What saw is it? At the screen. What's up, buddy from New Zealand? How you doing? Hope y'all having a glorious day. I like chainsaws. It doesn't really have to be anything in particular. You got a 700 that moves in and out. The clutch moves in and out of the drum. If it's the drum, the drums wander around on them, Jeffrey. If it's the clutch itself, they shouldn't move at all other than the shoes going in and out. Why is there a ring spacer in the clutch sometimes? It was to stop some of that movement in the clutch drum, where the clutch drum will go in and out. But the little old spring washer wasn't a whole lot of it, and they didn't last for very long sometimes, and they would just wear out. I mean, it really ain't that big of a deal if the clutch drum bobbles in and out. You can put a hardened washer in them too. I don't. I just let it run wherever it wants to go. Yeah, you like them all. I like chainsaws. I don't particularly like working on home lights. I know some people don't like it when I say that, but I'm sorry, I just don't. I do have a couple home lights. I don't run very many of them. The spacer is there. Does it have the washer up against the, like if you've got the clutch off of it, Jeffrey, it should be a hardened washer. Then the sprocket goes on the clutch. Then the clutch and the bearing and the sprocket go on the crank. And then there was that spring washer that went in. And then the clutch goes on the shaft. And if that washer ain't in there around the crank, up against the bearing and the seal, that will cause them to have excessive play too. And some of them just have excessive play to start with. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I like chainsaws also. That's right. Johnny, are you driving to Taz's? I don't like working on new home lights, but I like the XL 130 and the Super Easies are nice. See, me and Smitty get along really well because I work on Macs and Smitty works on home lights, and that's the way God intended it to be. The washer is by the Baron, no spring washer though. Well, you don't have to have one, Jeffrey. If it's got a little play, if it wasn't so dead gum hard to get down, I'd go get one of them mics off the shelf and show you how much. Hold on a minute, I might have one. I used to have a pile of Super XLs, but got sick of working on them and not being able to find parts. Let Leon do the home lights. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can get a mic down with a clutch, and we'll check and see what. I'm just gonna try to grab a random one, and we'll see what kind of clearance it's got on the clutch. Does that one have a clutch? Nope. Does that one have a clutch? Maybe. Oh, get out of the way. I don't know what that was, but it's solid now. Eee, that's nasty. Eee, that stinks. Can't even tell what you liable to find around here. All right, I got one. I'm coming back. I got one. I got one. Oh. Okay. Smitty is the home light master. I will agree to that 100%. Smitty is the home light whisperer. He just goes, hey, I need you to do something for me. I need you to run like you ought to. And then it does. And it does. Okay, let's see what kind of play we got on here. Okie dokie. It's got to get a little bit of in and out play. I'm trying to hold it still. It's got a pretty good little bit of play in it. It might be 60 thousandths. They both suck. yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Jeffrey. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Smitty said they both suck. Oh, mercy. Yeah, I found what I'm guessing is the remnants of a milkshake over there on the shelf from Cookout, and I haven't had a milkshake from Cookout and I don't know how long, so I don't know where it come from, but it's about 3/4 of a cup and it's solid, and it smells very nice. I bought 2 Homelight 330s to build one and still isn't right. Them ain't the best saws in the world to work on, Sean. Smitty done real nice teaching job on the XL12 ported by Leon, good for parts. Important, but Leon good for parts. Looked like 32 thousandths to me. Do you think that was too much for a chainsaw or a deal? Where would you go ahead and buy for a 44, $200? Probably get something. Watchers can help. Leon is an excellent source for parts. I agree. I got a lot from him. Washers can help. It's WASHERS over here, Christoph. It's washers. We usually say washers, and it sounds like there's an R in there, but it's not. We're just rednecks, and that's the way we talk. It's like draws. The people up north say draws. We say drawers, like drawer. It's like DROR, drawer, but it's drawer, DRAWER, like a drawer, like the drawer in this cabinet right there. Oh, the thing that pulls in and out, you put the junk in, a junk drawer. Today on Redneck 101 in almost English. If anybody thinks I'm making fun of the way other people talk, I'm not. I find other languages extremely interesting. And it's a lot of fun to sit and talk to people about how we say things, how they're spelled. The English language is goofy. It is very goofy. And if you don't believe me, go listen to some stuff from AI. Well, it's that. I know what you're wanting. That's creek. But we got a creek and we got a crick, depending on the size of it. That's two different things, B. There's a creek, it's bigger. A creek is smaller. And a spring doesn't flow, but there's water in the ground. I'm in Europe and I don't like working on steels. It depends on the steel. The newer ones, I don't mind. The 031, 032s, stuff like that, I do not like them. Sorry if you do, but I don't. Not a fan. Get up there on that shit. Not a fan. Yeehaw. They want $250 for it. I've never seen a Husky 44 in my life. They're not very big saws either, Levi. They're only like 40 something cc's. See, for us, it's creek for small water and river for bigger water. Well, we got rivers, but then we got some creeks, but then we got a creek. And a creek is it's like a creek, but smaller. And we got a branch. And usually a branch is a extrovert off of a creek or stream. Well, there's so many names around here. The 44s are old saws. They're like in the one categories, like 162s and stuff like that. I messaged a guy on Marketplace yesterday asking about a chainsaw. It looked suspicious, and he replied with a picture of a SP 125. He told me he found it in scrap for $10. Oh, okay. He'd already sold it for $500. I still wouldn't have been a bad deal. Yeah, stream. Like field and stream. I guess field and creek didn't sound right. Field and river. You remember the magazine. My shop sold me a complete gone through 044 slant fin for $550. Was glad to get it and have not regretted it 3 years later. So if it's a slant fin, it could possibly be a 10 millimeter pin. You got to watch them sometimes because people will swap them. There's a way you can check by the case. Too many to know them all. The best trout come out of the deep holes in the creek. That's right. I got a 460 I'm probably going to be working on sometime or another with a 3/4 wrap handlebar on it. And it's a stock 3/4 wrap handlebar. So, yay me. I actually mean that because I kind of like the 046 or the 460. I think it's a 460. Yeah, I believe it's 460 with the clicky caps. I do like those. Yeah, I do like them. Oh, mercy. Crick got to be a southern thing. Heard some folks say. say it in Idaho, but not often at all. I grew up with stream, creek, and river. Yeah. Well, we don't use creek around here much because most of them, like most of the ones we got around here are creeks. And then over here on my property, we call it a branch. Because it don't flow all the time. So it flows during the wet season, but if it's really dry, it stops flowing. Sorry for my English. You speak differently than you write. And I haven't been to school here for too long. Oh no, Christoph, you're perfectly fine, buddy. sometimes I'm pretty good at deciphering things, and sometimes I'm not. But I find it interesting the way that we say things different and the way that we spell things a little bit different here and there. It's it's cool. It's not that it, I'm not trying to say, I ain't trying to be facetious or nothing. I think it's interesting. Like, I know y'all spell tire with a Y and we spell it with an I. And over there, y'all say aluminium and we call it aluminum. Uh, and different pronunciations of words from different regions, I think is cool because I've studied Spanish and French. Uh, I'm not real good at French. German, nine. Deutsch. That's pretty much my German. I used to know how to say some stuff in Russian, but I probably shouldn't try to repeat that because I don't think it was very nice. And we might have somebody here that can speak Russian. Yeah, we're not going to go there. Jake was just trying to call me. I'm going to try to send him a message right quick if I can figure out how. There we go. Hey, I managed to do it by my watch this time. That's funny. 044 is my favorite all around. It's not a southern thing because it branches off a creek. That's right. Jeffrey. Jeffrey just threw the super chat up there. Y'all thank him. Thank you, buddy. We have found 30 to 40 pound salmon in Niagara River. Have a few on my wall. Oh, that's a nice salmon. From where I'm from, we have creeks, rivers, and swamps. We don't have a lot of swamp around here. That's right. I do enjoy the listening to people from other countries talk. I do enjoy that. It is an awesome thing. I never thought we would have such a diverse bunch of people. And some people actually type in their language and I don't understand it. And we have one guy that's Italian that comes on every once in a while, and Goat would actually translate it sometimes when he's on here. That's all right. Hillbilly and Yankee are two different languages. That's right. Color and color. Yeah. A little bit steep. Would you buy it or not? I'd like to know the truth. For that, I probably wouldn't, Levi. Mr. Hopper, have you heard anything from Nick Pixel lately? He was on here a little bit ago, Marty. None of it's right, wrong or right. It's just very interesting how the same word can be said in different ways. That's right. Yeah, he was on here a little bit ago. Yeah, true, it's called shipping when it's a truck, and it's called cargo when it's on a ship. Okay, I got one for you. Why do we drive on the parkway and park in the driveway? Google Translate is my friend since I bought a Deutz D6806 tractor. Yeah, them Deutz are they're a lot of fun to work on. I have worked on a few Deutz engines, not tractors, but engines. Yeah, river, creek, stream, that that are the woods here. That's right. I do. I do enjoy trying to communicate. Dividing line of soda and pop is near where I live. We call them drinks. I say, hey, you want a drink? Yeah, what kind? I don't call them sodies or pops. Now, sometimes I will say, hey, you want a sody pop? But most time I say, hey, you want a drink? What kind of drink you want? That way you can include water, juice, milk, pretty much anything. You say drink. That's drink with an A. A lot of people call it drink with an I, but we call it drink with an A. It's like the past tense of drink, but we use it as an adjective, I think. Isn't it an adjective when you use it as like what it is? Like, here, you want a drink? Otherwise, it would be I have drank it. That would be a verb, but an adjective is describing it. Am I correct? If you know English, comment. I'm not 100% sure I'm right on that one. If I ever sound like I know too much, trust me, most of the time I'm just guessing. Oh, mercy. That's not what I want to do. I almost canceled it. For some reason, it stopped my messages. I knew a Mexican girl that cursed me in Spanish. All the words I know, Spanish is bad. That's right. I think Deutz engines are junk. Some of them run pretty good. Oh no, we're in trouble now. Conjunction junction. My brother-in-law in South Carolina calls soda pop a Coke. Hour of work on a Caterpillar engine, then Deutsch. Oh, Deutsch. Deutsch is German. Deutz. Yeah, Deutz is the engine manufacturer, and Deutsch is the word German, if I'm not mistaken. I probably shouldn't be teaching languages. I know Spanglish. That's where I use Spanish words in English positions. And my Mexican buddies called it Spanglish. And I'm like, you understand what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, well, that's all that matters. The fact that I could communicate with him was pretty much the air cooled Deutz. I know there was a lot of those air cooled Deutz in like excavators and some in buses and stuff like that. Sweet tea or Coke, your choice. Deutz, you change out one jug at a time, one piston at a time, though. Pretty cool. Oh, mercy. Where else can you go and talk about chainsaws, religion? We don't talk politics. That's the one thing we do not talk about here. But you can talk about engines, languages. Pennsylvania has two languages. I think they got three up there, don't they, Smitty? The Amish folks speak another language that we don't understand at all. I don't know any Amish. I have heard them speak it, and I don't know any of it. Air-cooled Deutz engines are just big chainsaws. Oh, mercy. That's right. Oh, good heavens. We do have a good time on here. We have even better time in person. So, y'all don't forget, come to Schmitty's event in July because we're going to have a good time. And if you ever had a Pennsylvania Dutch, yeah, I'd rather work on Caterpillar Detroits and Cummins engines, but no Deutz. Yeah, I'd rather not work on any of them. Something completely different in your area as firewood is made at the customer's home as a self-employed worker. Like in Buck and Billy Ray videos, how much does that cost approximately per hour? Now that I'm not sure, Christoph, because we always cut wood on the weekend because Saturdays were not made for goofing off. They were made for cutting wood so you could heat your house during the week. Because we didn't actually have heat until 88. Pre-1988, we didn't have heating, any electric heat in the house or nothing. We had wood stoves in 3 rooms, and that heated the whole house. So you had 2 choices. You either go cut wood on Saturday or you was cold. So, and we've always cut all our own wood. So, but I've never really sold any. You know, I've give some away. I mean, and my time is like, you know, some days I make this much per hour, some days I make this much an hour, and it is a very, very wide range. So I can't even really put an estimate on it. I mean, unless you've done it like an 8-hour day at $25 an hour, maybe something like that. But we always figured just time you're going to spend goofing off anyway, so you really wasn't going to make nothing, so you might as well be cutting wood. Deutsch made a 6-cylinder for motorhomes that lasted a long time. Yeah, it's rooted in German, very similar. Well, folks, my phone's dead. Be safe, be kind. See y'all next week. Hopper prayers up from up north. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, B. Have a good one. English, German, and Pennsylvania Dutch. There you go. Darrell, what's up, buddy? Throw your father down the steps. His hat, Pennsylvania for sure. I know a few of the special words. Here, most people simply buy per meter cubed. That was manufactured at another up to 100 euro. Is that 100 euro per meter cubed? Most of the people that sell it around here sell it by, oh, my brain went stupid on me, Christoph. Oh, what do they call it? Y'all, what do they call firewood around here when they sell it? It's not board feet, because board feet's lumber and logs. I forgot. That's 7 languages. Play talk about the Lord up here. That's right. Cord, yeah. 300 a cord here in Alaska. On the low end of the cost, it's not hourly here. Okay. So it's by the cord. They sell it by the cord. Crazy, more crazy all the way to full blown. What are you talking about? That's right. Yeah, cords. Here, a cord or a truckload. That's right. Face cord. That's right. Yeah, cord face or cord Rick. I am Mennonite, Pennsylvania Dutch, and it's a form of Low German. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I can't really comment on that because I've never sold firewood like that. Now, years ago, one of the things cord 2 3 meters square is something like a meter cubed. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how that equates, Christoph. I really ain't. Uh, like my cousin used to sell campfire wood. Now we sold it by the bundle, and there was about 8 or 10 sticks per bundle, and it was like $7.99. Is like $1 a stick. But it wasn't made for heating your house. It was made for the people to come, and it was a bundle of wood about this big around with some pieces about this long with a handle nailed to it, and you buy it, you take it home, you throw it in your little burn pit, you have a little fire that night and sit out with your buddies and have a little barbecue or something, and that's it. Uh, but it wasn't nothing that's heat oriented. Have to go dinner time. Have a great week, everyone. See you, Marty. Have a good week, buddy. Appreciate you. I like it when we have these conversations about stuff I don't really think about on a regular basis. It's a lot of fun to think about things like that. I need all the help I can with my mental capacity because it is diminished greatly. Yeah. I may be wrong, but I think a cord here is 4 foot by 8 foot. Can anybody else chime in on that? Anybody have the exact measurements for a cord of wood? And the difference between there's a difference between a cord and a face cord. And I don't remember exactly what they are. I know about what a cord looks like sitting on the ground. And it might be a face cord. I'm not 100% sure. This is where everybody gets to talk about stuff and we all learn things at the same time. 4 foot wide, 8 long, 4 high. Okay. 4 by 4 by 8 is a cord. Okay. 4 high, 8 long. Okay. 4 high, 4 wide, 8 long. That's pretty good rack of wood. Eight foot high, 4 foot wide. Is that before split or after? It's more dense if it ain't split yet. Ain't no airspace between it. A cord is 3 rows of 16-inch pieces, 8 foot long. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of. Face cord typically measures 4 feet high by 4 by 8 feet long, but is only 16 inches deep, making it about 1/3 of a full cord. $300 here. Chris, hey, Bell Hopper question. What's your 2511T porting video? What's the purpose of taking off the sides of the cylinder that you take off? When you look in the bottom end, Chris, there's a landing inside the cylinder, and that skirt comes down, and it's like there's this much room, and the transfer goes up, under, and over to get up into the transfer ports. And essentially what you do is it's like this, and when you cut it off, you move it up higher, so it gives a larger space for the transfer charge to get up into the ports without delay. It makes it faster and lets more get in. 2 weeks of heat at 0 degrees for me. But that's the reason of taking them little pieces of the skirt off. There's several cylinders that I do that too. Cord is 4 by 4 by 8. Face cord is 16-inch, 4 foot 8. I was working for €35 per hour today. No wood for me, just money. Is that that is the euro symbol, correct, Christoph? I think that's right. And see the cool thing, the cool thing about a lot of this is the fact that I was pretty sure that was a euro symbol. And I didn't learn that in school, y'all. I learned that on YouTube talking to people from other countries. Uh, I know a little bit. I know with peso, they usually say peso. With the yen, they usually say yen. Uh, Deutschmarks. Do they still call it a Deutschmark in Germany? I know. Yeah, what is it in England? They got the euro and oh, come on, brain. What are the three ways they call it currency over there, Christoph? There's the euro, uh, and there's two other ones. There's two, the euro, and there's something else that they call it that's the same denomination, correct? And then there's one that's like the smaller. So see, I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay too, and I watched a lot of the overseas stuff, and I watched them. They talk about money a lot, and I learned some of it over there, but my brain is not working today. Yeah, you got the pound, the euro, the pound sterling. What's change considered? There's another one that hadn't popped up yet. If I see it, I'm pretty sure I'll recognize it. Y'all, I ain't kidding. My brain is not. It's not functioning today. I hadn't drank a whole lot of water. I've drank water, but not a whole lot. There's a pound and a euro is basically the same thing, but then there's like change, pence. I have heard of the pence. Yeah, I think pence might be the one I was looking at. Makes sense. I was wanting to buy a spare cylinder to try porting it, trying to understand the bellhopper science and thought process. The main thing you got to watch on those, Chris, I think I say it in the video, the port is on the side. When you're grinding, when you grind the exhaust port, you come around towards the transfer port. You have to be mindful not to grind so far that it breaks into the center of the piston if your piston has the cutouts. Now, one thing that I could do, this one's getting it next week. Yeah, this one's on the chopping block next week. It's gonna get it. I think I give most of the numbers up in there, don't I, Chris? If you can grind it up pretty good and get those numbers pretty close, do the muffler mod, do the air box modification, you probably won't need an extra cylinder. Quid, that's it. Yeah, quid and euro is used as the same denomination of currency, correct? This also makes me smarter. Are the numbers you give meters or feet, inches? Thanks, guys. All right. What they were saying, if you're talking about the cord, it was 4 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot for a cord. A face cord is 4 foot by 8 foot, 16-inch pieces. So it'd be a 16-inch piece, 4 foot high, 8 foot long, if I'm not mistaken. So that would basically be like 1.2 meters by 2.4 meters by, I think, 20 centimeters, somewhere around there. I'd have to get my measuring tape because I'm not good at converting to metric unless it's in thousands. And I'm not really good at that either. Euro coins, pence, quid, yeah. Euro and cents, pound and pence. Feet is a single notch, inches is 2 notches, yes. It's all funny money that's made up, haha, that's right. If it's money, I have to ask my wife. 3-face cord equals 1 cord. Okay, there you go. This is awesome. I feel like we are learning things. Is anybody offended? If you're offended, raise your hand. It is, William. I actually have 3 new ones. That's so strange for me. I was trying to think where I have a metric measuring tape somewhere. I don't hardly ever use it, but I do have one. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Where'd it go? Well, I used to have a metric measuring tape. Let me see it that way. Wait a minute. Hold on. Ah, I missed most of it. Well, at least you did make it. We are having a very educational live feed today, Brandon. All right. Inch, decimals, millimeters. Okay. 16 inches says 4.366. I guess that it says millimeters, but wouldn't that be 4.36 centimeters? Does that sound right, Christoph? Just got done jetting a Suzuki LTZ 400 going bunch of BS over a loose coil. That's right. Mouth. Thanks, Bellhopper hopping, hoping your video. That 2511 as well. I need to get the Dino Joe degree wheel before I try it. Yeah, them things are awesome. They are. Best live feed on YouTube. I think a meter is 3.1 feet. Hold on. Or 3.1. Hold on. 36 inches. All right. Right at the 36 inch. Or is that? At 36 inches, it says 11.90. Twenty inches is 50 centimeters. Okay, let me go over and look. 20 inches. At 20 inches, I've got 5.953. Christoph, but it says millimeters. Am I wrong? Let me see if I can show you. See, it says 20 inches, and this says millimeters down here. It says 5.953. 1 meter is 100 millimeters. Is 100 millimeters or 100 centimeters? I literally do not understand this measuring tape. I don't. Christoph said, yes, I'm wrong. 1 meter. We tease our Canadian neighbors by calling a meter the Queen's yard an exaggerated yard. You better get rid of that one. Well, it's inches on this side, and it has 16ths on this side, or it has 30 seconds. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it has 30 seconds on this side and eighths on this side. But it has this metric conversion chart over here on this side. I mean, it's pretty rough, but like, see, it says 24, 930 seconds, whatever. I don't. For those of y'all that don't know, that's a trash can. See? Right there. We're going to get shed of that one because I don't know what that thing means. I really don't. This is the way I decide what metric and standard is. Press play. That's thousandths. That's fractions. That's millimeters. So we can go 14.3 millimeters. That would be 263 thousandths, or 9/16. So that would be 563 thousandths. It's backwards in, I guess is everything backwards for y'all too, or is it just me? That makes things a lot more difficult when they're backwards. Perfect. I'll just stay on the dumb end of the tape measure. Thank you very much. Are you the one that holds the other end on? I know which end is the dumb end of the measuring tape. My favorite measuring tape is a Cobalt. I've got a 40-foot Cobalt, but it's out there in the truck. So everything I'm showing y'all is backwards. So I know which end is the stupid side of the measuring tape. That's the end I prefer to be on myself. This is the only way I really like to measure. Yes, 10 millimeters is 1 centimeter, 100 centimeters is a meter. I do know that, Christoph, but I don't. The closest that I have is a meter and a yard are pretty close to each other. A quart and a liter are pretty close to each other. Yeah, my face is actually backwards. This is the right side of my face. This is my right hand. Does it look like my left? It does, don't it? When cleaning the port on the decomp valve on the ProMax 700, is there any worry of crud dropping down in the cylinder? Most of the time, that crud is actually fairly soft, Jeffrey. Like if you're cleaning it out, you can use a drill bit. Just spin it with your hands, and it will actually pull most of the crap out. You just blow it out the air hose. If you're really worried about it, you take the spark plug out and shoot air into it, and it will normally blow any of it out the spark plug hole as long as you have the piston up above the transfer ports. Yes. How y'all doing? We still making it? Yeah, weird, Ella. Everything is backwards south of the equator, season at last. Well, that's right. But yeah, I know I was gonna say I know a few things like a 10 millimeter and a 3/8 ain't the same. A 7/16 and 11 millimeters close. 9/16 and 14 are close. Uh, 8 millimeter 5/16 are close. 15 millimeters and 19/32 in standard. They actually made a 19/32 just to use on a 15 millimeter back in the day, so we would not have to buy metric wrenches. 13 and a half are close to each other. There's a few thousandths difference. Well, there's a few thousand difference in all of them, but like we're going to go to 312. I'm going to look this up right quick. 312 is 5/16. It's 7.94 millimeters. So if I take it to 8 millimeter, which is very hard to do. Yeah, that's close enough. 315 thousandths is 8 millimeters. So there's a couple thousandths difference on a lot of them, but it's pretty close. But some of our valve adjustment comes in point something millimeters, and I always had to convert it over to thousandths because I don't understand fine measurements in metric, if that makes sense. I know 1 millimeter is 0.397 thousandths. It's basically 39 thousandths, almost right at 40 thousandths is 1 millimeter. So if you say 0.25 of a millimeter, I think is like 10 thousandths. 0.5 of a millimeter is 20 thousandths. 0.75 of a millimeter is 30 thousandths. And 1 millimeter is 40 thousandths. Okay, guys and gals, supper's ready and cooked. I cooked way too much today. All right, Joey, have a good one, buddy. We appreciate you. Just going by flywheel on some saws, I thought. That's right. 18 and a half. 19 is and 3, yeah. 19 and 3/4 pretty close. Luke Reynolds, what's up, buddy? I missed your comment. I just went back up. I'm just having a little bit of fun with brain. Okay. My brain is exploded. Okay. Y'all were killing old timer. Okay, old timer, we'll settle down. In Australia, a female is a Sheila. In England, a female is a bird. In America, a female is a pain in the fecal foam. Water. You better believe I'm going to use that again. You did not know the strange valves in the picture last week. It's a McCulloch mystery, I think. Yeah, I've never seen those, but there's some of them older Max Christoph I don't know. Some of the older stuff I haven't worked on a whole lot. Well, got to go. See you later, man. See you, Paxton. Saws. Evening, y'all, from the Lone Star. We have been discussing the metric and the standard system, Saws. We have had a very interesting conversation. Hopper, get with you later about the FS90. All right, Joey. Be good, buddy. Have a good weekend. Oh, mercy. We have had a very interesting conversation. And I do, and I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy this because the more we sit and talk about using metric and standard and stuff like that, the better I understand it, because sometimes I understand enough to know that I don't know what I'm talking about. But then talking to somebody who uses it helps me understand it better. Now, one of the reasons why I have this chart, I don't know if I can zoom or not. Let's see if we can. Okay. We can zoom, but not real good. All right, on this chart, most of these are fractional sizes and they have a decimal point. Then over here, there's two charts over here that give the metric and the number. I'm trying to zoom it back down. There we go. Maybe. Am I still oversized? There we go. All right. Now, did the old Max have decompression valves pre-1965? I'm not 100% sure. Some did and some didn't. They could be decompression valves for like 795s, which might be the case. What do you call the 40 caliber over the pond? Like, I'm gonna show y'all. I ain't gonna move the phone, but what I'm gonna do is show you. Like over here, this is decimal and fractional on this side. Over here, this is the metric equivalent. Like say, if you go 12.7 millimeters a half inch, 25.4 millimeters 1 inch. So if I want to know what 56 millimeters is, 56 millimeters is 2.204 thousandths. I use that chart a lot to help me with the stuff that I'm doing, especially if I'm converting back and forth between metric and standard. And a lot of the things that I do, I will use metric and standard measurements. What in the world? Larry, where have you been? Y'all, don't forget to dock an hour and 40 minutes to pay off Larry's bill, or off Larry's paycheck this month. Yeah, 5/16, 9/16, 11/16. They were even some in 30 seconds, old timer. Got a conversion chart on the side of the toolbox, sits on the end of the bench. Yep. And I've got one over there, and there's one over there too. So I actually got 3 of them on the wall. Where have you been, Larry? I've been sitting right here. Then I have to buy a $7.95. I'm ready to buy a motorcycle. Hey, y'all want to see a 30 seconds wrench? I'll show you one. I actually have a couple. But this is one that I keep. This is one that I keep as a tale from years past. I know it's backwards for y'all, but this is a 19/32 wrench. And if you measure the end of it, if you put it on the metric scale, last Saturday I was freezing in Albion, Michigan at a horse show with Ava. That's right. I have many. All right, if you measure this 19/32 wrench in metric, it comes up to 15.20. I know that looks like 12.5 to y'all, but it's 15.2. These were not common back a long time ago, but when the U.S. market started getting hit by foreign cars that had 15 millimeter stuff, they started making a 19/32 wrench to take the place of a 15 millimeter. So you wouldn't have to have a metric wrench and you could still work on them. Many old American wrenches. Today I was napping. So did you pick it, your pony yet? No, we ain't found nothing yet, Larry. I use freezing, Larry. I'm coming to a big old ice block. Levi C's turning into a big old ice block. I hope y'all find some of this educational. It's entertainment, but educational at the same time. Where else can you have a good time and learn something? Maybe the History or Discovery Channel, but we know this is real. It's 39 and 0 higher. I don't know what it is here. It says it's 56. Get him, Hopper. Oh, mercy. Oh, hey, if you can't have a good time with your friends, who can you have a good time with? Oh, mercy. I only came here for the food ideas. We're talking about the metric and standard system today, Larry. That me and Hopper both been said right. We've been here the whole time. Hopper, I meant 30 seconds. Okay. Yeah, they weren't a whole lot of 30 seconds that I know of. I mean, I have 11 30 seconds and 9 30 seconds and the 15 30 second or 19 30 seconds. I I know there used to be a lot of weird stuff. E.M. Felling, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. We're sitting here talking about the metric and the standard system. Which do you use? We're not really taking a poll, but we're asking questions. Shut up, Larry. They use Allen Ranch drivers. You stayed up at the horse show too much last night. Yeah, awesome. We got 45 thumbs up. If you hadn't left a thumbs up, go ahead and leave one. Or you can be like Larry. Oh, mercy. Yes, I have ported a good many of the 350 Huskies. Uh, just so you know, I don't know whether you want to do this or not, but if you take the cylinder off of the 350 Husky, you can buy a 346 aftermarket cylinder and replace the 350 cylinder with a 346 cylinder. And when you port those, you can make a lot more power than you can with the 350 cylinder. And they bolt right on. The intake works and everything. But so does the muffler. I deducted from thumbs up. It's not I'm going outside till I need firewood degrees. Hopper, did my buddy get in touch with you? I don't. Who was it, Larry? I hadn't talked to anybody that I can remember right off. Yes, really. You can use the three. You can get you a 346 top in and put on that 350 EM. Do the port work on that 346 cylinder. Cut the chamber a little bit. Cut top of the piston. Lower that sucker down. You got to be careful though. You can go too far and cut into the intake pulse. So you got to be careful with that. But I done a 340. I done a 340 Husky a month or so ago for a feller. I took the top end off the 340 and used the stuffer plate for the 350 and put it on there and put a 346 top end on it. And he fired that sun gun up and he fell in love with that rascal. Horse sales too much. Horse manure, Mr. Larry. That's why I got so cold. Josh Porton, his 346. Did he text me, Larry? Larry, I've had a busy week and I've had a lot on my mind, so I can't remember whether I've talked to him or not. I could have bought. My dad used feeler gauges to shim SE open end wrenches to metric bolts. Can't say that I haven't done that. I've used dimes, pennies, pieces of steel, pop rivets. Yeah, I've done all kinds of stuff. I'm going to look at the inside of my eyes, 1 o'clock almost. Up early for the long drive, the $100 deal for the Pro Mac 800. Hopefully it works. And give your opinion about the clutch cover color. All right, Christoph, have a good night, buddy. We appreciate you. Be safe traveling tomorrow. We appreciate you, buddy. He may have texted me, Larry. I'm not going to swear I haven't talked to him. My brain ain't working today either. See you, Christoph. Well, I have to go buy one. All right, old timer. Yeah, it's about that time for me, too. We got a few more minutes if everybody wants to wait. Anybody else got any questions they'd like to ask right quick? He was supposed to put my... I think he did, Larry. I think he did. I can't remember though. I'd have to go back and look because there is, well, you know what's been going on. I think Mama messaged you sometime or another about what all's been going on with her this week. Maybe I'm thinking, and my mind's just scrambled. I I can't remember a whole lot right now. I'm just trying to keep what I got on my mind, and just been so much. Yes, I think he did, and I think I give him a price. I got a free Johnson Red 2255. Got it going. I'm debating keeping it or selling it. Any opinions? I'm not 100% sure what the 2255 is, Jeffrey. I'd have to go look it up. I'd probably try it out, and if I liked it, I'd keep it. If I didn't, then I'd sell it. Or I'd check and see whether it's a clamshell or a pro saw. Family Master just got called for supper. See y'all next Sawturday. All right, buddy, have a good one. Husky 455 Rancher. Those are okay. If it's a pretty nice looking saw and I could make some money off of it, I'd probably sell it instead of keeping it. If I needed a saw, I would definitely use it. Levi's going to Virginia to the horse sale, so he's saving his money. Money, 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 money. I think I'd rather try to find a 1010S in that size range. Them 1010S's, they're okay. I tell you what, if you could find an old Mac 10 and then find the bottom end of a 1010S and build you a hot one and put the Mac 10 stuff on top of it, and then put a velocity stack on top of it and run an open air filter instead of running the regular 1010 gas tank. The 1010S gas tank is made out of aluminum, and they are very heavy compared to the magnesium ones from the old ones. I mean, if you weigh one side by side, the 1010S is a heavy monster compared to the older 55. The 55 was all magnesium. The top cover of the gas tank weighs twice as much in aluminum as it does in magnesium. How to become a millionaire farming. That's a hard one. You need to get a sugar mama like Hopper has. Yeah, I wished I had one. Hopper, do you have a carb kit for a 1010? I'd have to look, Joey, because I think I about used all of them. I may have, but I'd have to look. If you don't need a whole kit, Joey, if you just need the pumper diaphragm, if you've got the one for the RWJ that comes off of the 395, the pump diaphragm for the 395 and the SDC is the same diaphragm. So if your flapper's good and all you need is the meter and diaphragm, you can use one out of one of those RWJs if you still have one, because it's the same diaphragm. this end right here, this is an RWJ wall, bro. I think it is anyway. Can't see. Yeah. I have no idea, Larry. We ain't even talked about it. Mom ain't been eating a whole lot. We had sloppy joes last night, and we have some left over. So if the kids are hungry, they may be eating sloppy joes tonight because we have leftovers. But if you pull the carburetor apart and all you need is this part, this will work out of the RWJ, the modern Husky carbs. I think this is the one that I had on my 394. I might wind up having to put this one back on my 394 if I can't get that other one to work. No, we had sloppy joes, some chips, and pickles. Pawn shops are crazy sometimes. They ask new prices around here. Oh, yeah, they do around here too. Oh, mercy. But, yeah, I'll have to look. Joey, because I don't. It's been a while since I put a carb kit in one. And I was running low the last time. I've been scrounging parts out of the other ones. Larry said he's doing Chinese. We've been scrounging a little bit. A lot. I've been scrounging. Been trying to make things work. eBay has the 10-10 carb kits, not too expensive. Yeah, I think on eBay a lot of times they're $14-15 for the actual wall, bro, and you can get some of the aftermarket ones too sometimes. The horses will be in 2 weeks in Virginia. If anybody wants to come up, come on. That's right. All right, y'all. We right here at the 2-hour mark. I'm going to go in here and see if the youngins need something to eat and see how Mama's doing. She come home from the barn because she was hurting a little bit. So I need to go in there and check up on her, make sure everything's good. Hopefully she'll be feeling good in the morning or feeling better. So I'm going to sign off and go take care of everything. Be safe. Go see Jesus. You know I'm going. Good night, everybody. How goes it? We on our way out, Goobs. We appreciate you, buddy. See y'all next week. That's right. All right, y'all. I'm going to go check on Mom and see how she's doing. Have a blessed rest of y'all's week. And if I don't get to see you before next weekend, have a happy Easter next week. How can I weld on a 281 Husqvarna case? You have to have a TIG welder and some magnesium TIG rods. And they're very expensive. They're $140 a pound. I know because I have them. Smack the boss for me. I will. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. Find him. All right, y'all. Bellhopper out. Happy Easter. Love y'all. Bye.